Y'all know what time it is. It's Lupa, baby, from the booth. When I say pack, y'all say put it on the floor.
Say it with me.
Put it on the floor, pack.
Put it on the floor, put it on the floor, pack.
Ayy.
Put it on the floor, put it on the floor, pack. Put it on the floor, put it on the floor, pack.
Ayy.
Ayy. And watch the check go crazy. Put it on the floor, put it on the floor, pack.
Ayy.
Put it on the floor, put it on the floor, pack. Receipts on the floor, receipts on the floor,
Ayy.
and watch the check go crazy.
She step online and it get real live. Truth so loud, make the whole chat vibe. Trolls act tough till she pull that proof. Lupa gon' play, she the truth in the booth. Receipts in hand, she gon' spin right back. One line drop, make a fake fall flat. No slow talk, she be on go mode. From Louisiana inner to the whole damn globe. Hey, she coming with facts. Say it wrong, she correct that fast. Put it on the floor, let it shake that screen. Lupa in the spot and watch the chat go crazy.
Put it on the floor, put it on the floor, pop.
Hey.
Put it on the floor, put it on the floor, pop. Put it on the floor, put it on the floor, pop.
Hey.
And watch the check go crazy. Put it on the floor, put it on the floor, pop.
Hey.
Put it on the floor, put it on the floor, pop. Receipts on the floor, receipts on the floor, pop.
Hey.
And watch the check go crazy.
Hold up, who that talking true? Who that clocking T, who make it shake every time?
Put it on the floor, pop. Put it on the floor,
And watch the chat go crazy.
From the boot with the beat in her chest. Truth teller time, yeah, she passed that test. Every time she speak it, shake the whole room. Lupa bring fire, make the trolls go mute. She don't argue, she just drop them facts. Watch the chat explode when she clap right back. No cap stories, no made up scenes. Receipts too loud and watch her chat go crazy. Bounce with it, left, right, move with it, Put it on the floor, let the lights fall through.
It's Lupa, baby.
And watch the chat go crazy.
put it on the floor, put it on the floor, pop.
Ayy.
Put it on the floor, put it on the floor, pop. Put it on the floor, put it on the floor, pop.
Ayy. And watch the chat go crazy.
Put it on the floor, put it on the floor, pop.
Ayy.
Put it on the floor, put it on the floor, pop. Receipts on the floor, receipts on the floor,
Ayy. And watch the chat go crazy. Ayy. Check. One more time.
Put it on the floor, put it on the floor, pop.
Ayy. And watch the chat go crazy.
Yeah. What she bring?
Fact.
What she talk?
True.
Who they hear?
Lupa.
Who they want?
Lupa.
Say it loud.
Yeah.
She don't move. Stepping in. Home run, no lie. She dismantle. Every word. Hard handle. Receipts up.
No stall.
Name ring.
Head turn.
She say it. That's law.
Truth hit.
Lesson learned. What she do?
Break it down.
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 Then what she do? Break it down. No spin talk. No fake sound. She don't whisper. She lay it down.
Every claim.
She press check.
Every lie. She correct.
Boot state. Backbone strong.
Stand firm.
10 toes on.
She talk one.
That's final.
Lupac voice.
Undeniable.
Yeah.
That's Lupa.
Break it down.
Facts only.
Break it down.
Yeah. What she bring?
Fact.
What she talk?
True.
Who they hear?
Lupa.
Who they want?
Lupa.
Say it loud.
Yeah.
She don't move. Stepping in. Home run, no lie. She dismantle. Every word. Hard handle. Receipts up.
No stall.
Name ring.
Head turn.
She say it. That's law.
Truth hit.
Lesson learned.
What
she do?
Break it down.
What she do?
Break it down.
What she do?
Break it down.
What she do?
Break it down.
What she do?
Break it down.
What she do?
Break it down.
What she do?
Break it down.
What she do?
Break it down.
Then what she do? Break it down. No spin talk. No fake sound. She don't whisper. She lay it down.
Every claim.
She press check.
Every lie. She correct.
Boot state. Backbone strong.
Stand firm.
10 toes on.
She talk one.
That's final.
Lupac voice.
Undeniable.
Yeah. Break it down. That's Lupa. Facts only.
Hey y'all, happy Friday! What is up, y'all? I ain't been live in a couple of days, I don't think. Ooh, child. Anyways, your girl been busy, okay? But I was trying to get my little goal together because it wasn't letting me set it on my phone for some reason. So I had to set it through my computer, through my browser, child. It's always an issue with YouTube or StreamYard. I don't know what it is, but they make sure they take your little coins every month. They make sure they do that, but they don't be correcting them issues in a hurry. But anyways, hey y'all, it is Friday the 13th, baby. Okay, we finna shake the streets up. Just a little bit, not too much, just a little bit, child. But y'all know one thing about the YouTube streets is it might slow down a little bit, but then it always crank right back up. Let me see who we got in here so we can get it crack-a-lack. I want to try to do 2 lives tonight, y'all. Y'all know how it normally work out with me. We're going to see what happens, but that's the goal. The goal is to try to do 2 live streams. It depends on how long we on this one, but I want to go live about that stepdaddy Drew and Lulu situation because that situation then amped right back up and it's going crazy. Okay, some stuff then been exposed, so I might go live again about that, but that live might not be that long. It's probably gonna be after this one. We'll see. Cause I ain't got nothing going on, child. Let me see who we got in here, y'all. Hold up. Let me get to the top of the chat. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Let's see, let's see. Hey, our Buttercup, Twin Mommy, Scorpio, Miss Jean, Love Cat, Milo. We got Authentic Young Lady. We got Miss Shafana. We got Miss Angela B. Discussion board. Shout out to you and all my beautiful minds that's holding down the chat. Period. Miss Derice, Anything Glittery. Thank you for that cash app blessing you sent me before the live. We got Miss Yumika. We got Latoya. We got Adrienne, Michelle DeBell, another one of my beautiful minds. We got Latae in the building. We got Miss Charlene, Miss Stephanie. We got who else? Let me see. Let me see. We got Chandra. Hey, Chandra, girl. I ain't seen you in a little minute, girl. I hope all is well with you and them babies. My bro Terry in the building, of course. We got let me see, and thank you for the copyright and fair use. It is always needed. We got Miss Fila, another one of my mods. Miss Marie, so enough in the building. We got, let me see, Rakita, Miss Evelyn, Miss Yolanda. I see y'all cutting up in that chat, baby. Y'all must have missed Pac, okay? I see the fireworks in the chat, okay? Period. Hey, Christina. Thank you, Miss Yolanda, for getting that membership. Yes, the block is hot. The block is hot. The block been hot for a couple weeks now. It's been going crazy, y'all. Hey, Miss Wooten. Hey, Kiana with the Q, Jaisha and this thing. We got Nita M. We got Miss Michelle, Miss Jackie Moore, Courtney. Shout out to my green team, VIP, always in the chat. We got Beyond Compare. It's your girl, Lynn. We got Shadow's mom, Miss Brenda. We got, let me see, hold up, hold up. Let me go down. Hey, Kissy. Hey, Micheline. Thank you, Secrets Inside Eye. Kimberly W. Miss Lorinda Capricorn. We got Miss Janice Q Coastin. The streets are on fire. Hey, Queen Fee. Hey, Sabi. Queen Love Mail. Shout out to you for being a member for slow down, Pop. 16 months. Y'all be talking so fast all the time. Miss Carolyn in the building. I thought you got a new membership. You've been a member for 6 months. Shout out to you. Hey, Mimi girl. Hey, Miss Vanessa. Miss Rise in the building. Atavia. Let me see. Let me see. Salida. Who else? Miss Rosalind, Angel Jones. We got Jada. We got, let me see, Miss Angela Dickerson. Who else? Sugar Pop in this thing. Brittany, Miss Mercedes. We got Bama Grandma, Capricorn. We got Miss France. We got discussion board coming through with that orange thing. Thank you, sister girl. Show love because I've been slipping lately. Well, I so appreciate you. Golden girl in the building, Rebecca. Tawanda in this thing. We got Miss Shannon. We got Kimmy. Baby, y'all cutting up. DS Island, Lisa. We got, let me see, Nikki B. A lot of new names. Shout out to y'all. Show me your glory. We got Miss Teresa. Who else? Let's see. Let's see. Hey, Miss Vonda. Hey, Capricorn, my favorite YouTube channel. Thank you, my love. Sherry's World. We got Kayla and a collective hater. Everybody else that's coming through. I see y'all and I appreciate y'all, but y'all coming in here faster than I can shout y'all out. Y'all know the vibes, baby. So I'm going to just do a big collective one, a big virtual hug, big virtual kisses, all of them things, child. Thank you, Miss Sharon. Who else? Let me try to get all my colors real quick out the way. Thank you, Michelle. True Teller, Big Stepper. That's Lupac, baby. No pressure, period. Thank you, No More Drama. Thank you, Miss Shalonda. Thank you, Common Collective. Thank you, Janae. Say you keep bringing the heat by Bree. I'm going to donate every time. This may be toxic, but I only like content on her. Oh my God. Oh my God. Thank you, my love. Thank you, Christina. Here you go. It's not much, but you're welcome to it. I appreciate you, my love. I appreciate you. Thank you, Miss Fila. You say, hey, Lupac in chat. Let's support the host. Shout out to all of y'all in the chat. Thank you, Latay, showing my support before I'm timed out. I love you and your mods. Now, you better not be down there cutting up. You talking about getting timed out. That means you finna cut up. Thank you, Myla. Thank you, Queen Love Mail. Ooh, child, I feel like it's my birthday, y'all. Is it my birthday again? I just had a birthday February 19th. Anyways, thank y'all so much for all of the fireworks. I appreciate y'all down. Please, y'all hit that like button. If you would like to donate to me monetarily, you can cash at me $sign Lupac 2. You can also buy me a coffee. Shout out to my coffee people that supports that app. You can also support the platform by getting a super chat or a super sticker. Y'all know I always said a little goal. It ain't much. It ain't mandatory. This time I said it for all the colors. So whatever you bless your girl with, I am greatly, greatly, and highly appreciative. I swear. I love y'all down. You can also support me by getting a membership. Shout out to all the members, the green team, the OGs, and the newbies. Period. Thank y'all for holding your girl down. Y'all know the vibes. You can also support me by hitting that like button. Let's go up in the algorithm. Hit the like button, watch the ads, and at the end of this live stream, hype your girl up. Okay? I gotta tell y'all this every time, but y'all know we gotta do our little disclaimer, baby. We gotta do our little disclaimer because you know we always getting some new people in the chat. So it's all good in the hood. Thank you, Queen Love Mel. She just gifted somebody a membership. Make sure y'all show her some love and thank her for that. Thank you, Miss Jerry. Thank you, Kayla. I love you more. Thank you, Miss Geraldine. Okay, child, Queen Love Mel cutting up, child. She done gifted 5 memberships now. Make sure y'all thank your girl if y'all get one. Big shout out to you, Queen Love Mel, for showing all that love to the channel, baby. And thank you, Janae, for being a member for 2 months. She said, let's go. We missed you, Pop. I don't be gone that long, y'all. I take a little break, but I don't be going that long. Okay? Y'all know I don't be leaving y'all for too long. I just be needing my little breaks. I can't do the internet too much. It be too much going on the internet. Okay? Thank you, Miss Maya. Wait, this one I want to pin. Okay, that's good. Ooh, that's stank. Thank you, Miss Maya. I appreciate you. All right. My nose is sensitive, child. My child just brought something up in here for me to smell, and it was, ugh. Let me stop. Anyways, so y'all ready to get it crack-a-lack? Like I say, y'all know it's been a lot going on. You say Lupac don't play anything till we get the likes up. I know y'all ain't slipping on the likes now. Y'all been cutting up with the fireworks in the chat. The likes is free. Don't tell me y'all blessing me with super chats, but y'all don't want to hit the like. Well, I ain't even gonna say y'all, because I know my people gonna hit that like button before they even get comfortable in the chat. If you in here to be nosy, the least you can do is hit the like button. Even if you don't support my platform, show some love because you are being entertained on this good old Friday evening. Okay? Show some love with that free like button. All right. So y'all, a video has been leaked. It's given body cam video, right? But it doesn't have no it don't have no, you can't see nothing, but you can hear basically. So I would say a body cam audio. That's what it is, y'all. It's a little short, but we're gonna break it down and then we're gonna get into the paperwork that QueenStep just filed because she did just file charges against Bree also. And if we ain't too far into the live, if we ain't on here too long, because like I said, I do want to do another live a little while later. We gonna go over Johnell's interview that he did that I've been supposed to react to, but I ain't had time, y'all. We're gonna go over that too. So we're gonna do all the things, y'all. All the things, baby. So, y'all, let's get to it. Let's get to it, okay? All right. Thank you, Janelle. Yes, y'all, hit that like button, baby. That's free. That's free, okay? Free 99. All right, let's see. Let's see. Let me pull it up. Oh, let me connect my phone. Connect.
Bluetooth connected.
All right. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Hold on, y'all. Damn, where's the doggone? Let me go here. All right. Y'all ready? Is y'all ready? Is y'all ready? Let me stop. All right, here we go, y'all. Listen good. I'm gonna play it more than once because it's not that long. It's only like 17 seconds, but I feel like it's a lot. It's short, but it's a lot. You just gotta pay attention. Okay?
They taking me to jail. So Johnell's gonna go. He's gonna make sure that he get the kids from school. And he's gonna stay with them at my house. Johnell gonna call. He's gonna call you. So the kids at school, so I don't have nobody else to pick them up.
Okay, I'm gonna play it again, but let me just say this, right? So in this audio, you can hear where she's on the phone with her dad and she's kind of frantic. You can hear the franticness in her voice as if, like a nervous scared or whatever. Reality setting in that they finna take her to jail and she's telling her dad to basically call Johnell and he's going to tell you everything that's going on. He's going to get the kids because I don't have nobody to get them. As we all know, she don't have really nobody in Georgia that can help her out with those babies. So I'm guessing that her dad had to drive all the way from North Carolina to get those kids. Okay. So, but my thing is now, this is where I kind of question the situation because we all been following everything that's been going on since the arrest happened. And it's mind boggling because, a narrative was painted as if Johnell was just this bad person. He sent her to jail. It was even stated that it was a setup. What else, y'all? Help me out in the chat. What's some of the things that was said out here about that situation? I remember it being said that the cop was setting up, Johnell set up. What else? I think that was pretty much it. That it was a setup and he was being painted as this horrible person for sending her to jail. But listening to that audio, it don't really give that. Because I would think that if you feel like you're being set up, you wouldn't be so calm and willing to leave your babies with the man that allegedly just set you up and sent you to jail. So that's where it kind of gets conflicting for me. Like, it's given that he really didn't do anything in this situation because I know damn well if I get into it with my baby daddy or whoever and I end up going to jail, I'm gonna be very, very, very highly upset and I wouldn't want to leave my kids with him. He even had her vehicle because if y'all remember, he posted a video where he was driving the vehicle with the twins in the back seat. So I don't know. I'm really confused. Like it definitely gives that she was 100% responsible for that situation. What y'all think? Let me know how y'all feeling. I'm gonna play it again. Would y'all leave y'all kids or even your other kids that don't belong to him or even put him in a position of picking your kids up from school, knowing you going to jail, especially if you're feeling like he's at fault for the situation? How y'all moving? Let's play it again.
They taking me to jail. So Johnell's gonna go. He's gonna make.
So she starts off by saying they taking me to jail. Let's break it down. And then she says, so Janelle's gonna get
He get the kids.
Janelle's gonna get the kids from school. That's the first thing she said. I'm gonna play it again and let it play through. I just want to break it down real quick.
Well, he's gonna stay with them at my house.
And then she says he's gonna stay with them at my house. Something in the milk ain't clean. That's not adding up to the narrative that was portrayed out here that he set her up and sent him to jail. Because how the hell? I will, Janae. I'm gonna play it again. I'm just breaking it down first. How the hell? Hold on, y'all. Let me see what my son wants real quick. Lord, my son did all that for me to send him some money. Like, I'm thinking this emergency or something happened. He's talking about, send me again. These kids, bro. Anyways, y'all, my bad. So let's keep going.
Janelle gonna call. He's gonna call you.
Let's see. Hold on, y'all, my bad. Damn. Okay, let's run it from the beginning again. I'm gonna let it play through, then I'll break it down again.
They taking me to jail. So Johnell's gonna go. He's gonna make sure that he get the kids from school. Well, he's gonna stay with them at my house. Johnell gonna call. He's gonna call you. Cause the kids at school, so I don't have nobody else to pick them up.
I don't know, y'all. Like something just not right with it. Like that's the moment you can clearly tell that in that moment, that is the moment where they were about to arrest her. She was in the process of getting arrested, as you can clearly hear, because she said she was on the phone with her dad. I'm guessing that's the first person she called. And she's telling him, call Janelle. I'm about to get arrested. They taking me to jail. Janelle is gonna get the kids for school. He's gonna stay at my house with the kids. So I'm what the hell? Are we missing something? Like, what are we missing, y'all? Because when she came out here, she gave that she just hate his guts, because he set her up and all of these things. But even in that moment of her about to get arrested, she was willing to leave her kids with him. And, she was orchestrating for her dad to get in contact with him to, I guess, get the kids from Johnell. But Johnell was going to stay to her house with the kids. Child, listen. This is a crazy situation. My thing is, why not just come? This is why, okay. So this is why when I initially found out about the arrest, I was like, bruh, if I was Bree, I would just come out here, don't say nothing, don't address nothing, just keep doing content, keep doing TikTok outfit try-ons, pushing, promoting your stuff, and act like nothing happened. I guarantee you, if she would have came out here and act like nothing happened, it would have just blew over. People would have stopped talking about it and everything, y'all, because that's how social media works. Like immediately after her situation, look what happened. The Amy Luciani came out here on Dwight Howard. But because Bree came out here and started attacking content creators, doxing content creators, and doing all these different things, and then here comes the GoFundMe, social media went crazy. And it still hasn't stopped. Like they are literally talking about her on every platform. I ain't never seen nothing like this. But well, I ain't gonna say I ain't never seen it because it happens all the time, depending on what you do out here. But I'm just wow. That's mind-boggling because now I seen somebody put a very interesting comment in one of the chats, and they was like, "What if Johnell didn't do all of the things that she alleged he did?" And it really starts to make you think when you start putting all of these pieces. Now, I ain't saying he innocent because we didn't see some receipts, but what if everything is not completely true? Because, yeah, like once you start putting the pieces together, it's like, hold up, wait. If you logical and you an analyzer, yeah, you gonna see things a little bit differently. And now it makes you wonder, like, what's really going on? Like, what's really going on behind the scenes? Because maybe something in the milk ain't clean. Ain't no way in hell I'm getting arrested from a confrontation or something that just happened with a man, and then I'm going to leave my kids with that man. She was so calm. She was frantic, but she was also calm in that moment and willing to leave her babies and Janelle at her house. So, does anybody know about the car situation? Now, we do know that her vehicle had to, because she pulled up to his house in her vehicle. So her vehicle had to have been left at his house once she got arrested, right? Now, another thing that we do know is that Janelle posted a video driving her vehicle with the twins in there. So now it makes you wonder if she didn't give him permission to take her car also. Because don't they tow your vehicle in those type of situations? He could have had her vehicle towed. He could have had her vehicle towed. Now that I think about it, because let's say, you didn't got into it. She didn't went over there and towed some ish up. And what if he would have been mad and say, I don't want her vehicle on my property? But because I'm guessing because she is his baby's mother and he does care, he got to care for her. You know what I'm saying? He probably was on some, no, I'm not going, I'm going to just leave it here or whatever. And he drove her vehicle. But whenever he posted the video, everybody was like, oh, he trolling or whatever. And if I'm not mistaken, she too did a live stream and she was speaking on it. Do y'all remember what was stated whenever she did that live about him driving her car? Anybody know what was stated? Put it in the chat. Let me see what y'all talking about in these comments, and I'm gonna run it again. Let's see. She making some of that mess up, says Cree. Mr. Reese says she could have called RH to pick up his daughter. Why is she saying she didn't have anyone to pick up the kids? That's another thing too that makes you wonder, like, why RH couldn't get his child, but Janelle was able to get all the kids. Like, I'm like, really? Why wasn't this man, especially if y'all co-parenting and y'all don't have no issues, why wasn't he able to get his child, but it was okay for Janelle, the man you had just got in an altercation with, to get all of the kids? The one you came on the internet and blamed for you going to jail. So it's given that she really showed her ass that day and was completely in the wrong. And because it got on, it made its way to the internet, the arrest, she didn't want to look bad. So, some things was concocted and was stated out here on the internet to paint him as the bad person. And I think that's because she knows that he's not the type of person to put out videos or evidence. He don't give that. He gives that he's a very private person. Y'all know we've been covering them for a while, and Janelle he don't be saying nothing. And that's why a lot of the stuff that was said about him just blew over quickly, because he was always silent. Remember, a lot of her supporters said that they respected him because he didn't go back and forth with her. He was always silent. He didn't say anything. So I think that it's given that she takes advantage in those situations because she knows that these men not gonna say nothing. Wow. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, so that, I don't know. That's crazy though. That is crazy. RH couldn't get his baby, but Janelle could get all the kids, and he was the one who you just had the altercation with. Child, listen. Nubia Queen say she didn't think this through. I bet she pissed the recording is being played, shaking my head. Hey, Miss Nina. Let me see. Let me go down. And like Aura say, JXY needs to tell his side ASAP. I honestly don't think he will, y'all. I think he's gonna just let whatever happen on social media happen because that's how he been moving throughout the whole saga. Like, notice he never come out here and say nothing. So he probably gonna keep it that way because when you don't say nothing, when you don't address nothing, things just blow over faster. And that's what Bree should have did. I would have never came out here addressing nothing. I would have just got straight back to the content and act like nothing happened. Okay? Because when things like this hit the net, bloggers and creators are gonna talk about it. They are going, it's no escaping it. They are gonna talk about it. It's newsworthy, it's content, it's drama. People love entertainment. So that's why she should have never even addressed it because you give people more leverage and more reasons to react to your situations and blog on your situations when you address it. When you don't address it, people have to literally guess. They have to guess outside of what they don't already know. So, and eventually, no, he ain't. Eventually, they, get over it. Thank you, Tasha, for that Cash App blessing. She says, happy to finally subscribe. Thank you, my love. I appreciate you. Yeah, like y'all, that's crazy. That is crazy to me. But at this point, I feel like if she's not gonna come out and take accountability, because here's the thing, y'all, ain't nobody perfect in no relationship. Ain't nobody, we all human at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Because I keep seeing her people saying things like even her first baby daddy. She's a single mother doing the best she can, blase, blase. But what they are ignoring is that she gives social media the ammunition to blog on her. People don't tend to blog on positivity. The bloggers and the creators blog on drama because drama sells. So if you, every time you have a changing point in your life or your relationship and something happens and you come to social media to vent or to expose, guess what? People gonna talk about it. And it's gonna keep going like that until the end of time or until you change some things within yourself. Start keeping your business to yourself. And you can be a vlogger and still not tell the most important details about your life. You show people, vloggers do it all the time on YouTube, 30-second clips or whatever, just of what they want social media to see. You don't have to tell them everything. You don't have to prove your point every time. Let people think what they gonna think in these streets, especially if they ain't paying your bills. I never understood why people move like that, trying to prove points to complete strangers. Of course, people gonna put their own narratives and criticism and perspectives on a situation. That's how it goes on the internet. You can't, and it's up to them if they gonna believe what you say or not. But you can't get mad when people don't want to go off of what you put out here. Like, that's not how it goes. Most people go off of behavior. They go off of patterns of behavior. That's just how it goes. Let's see. Let me go down in these comments because I know I'm behind, y'all. Hold up. Give me a second to get to the bottom. Dang, baby, y'all cutting up in them comments. 2K, I'm not finna play with you. I'm not finna play with you. You better go sit down. Janelle ready for all of this to end. He is definitely done with her. Sorry, SS. Oh, child. I really do believe at this point that relationship is finito. It is done data, over for good. I always would say I don't think they done, but now they done made me a believer. Okay. I feel like too much done happened at this point, y'all, to where I really believe that that's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's done. It's done. Data finished. Finito. Over with. Um, Sister Teacher, shout out to you for that comment. Sister Teacher says, if you remember, Lupac is in her and RH divorce decree that RH is supposed to be the first to contact in these situations, not Johnell. And that is an absolute fact, y'all. That is an absolute fact. In any situation, emergency, whatever, the father is supposed to be the first contact or first right to refusal. That's what it's called. That was an emergency situation where she was gone for 48 hours. He was supposed to be the first one contacted to get his child, not your boyfriend. So I don't know. I guess we're gonna see how that play out. Okay. I guess we're gonna see how that play out because yeah, that man was supposed to be able to get his child. I'm not finna play 2K say Bree just upgrade me to first lieutenant of the Bree Hive. Y'all better leave the queen alone. not not first lieutenant. I'm not finna play with you. All right, so okay, let me play it one more time for y'all. Hold on, because I know we got a lot of creators in here that's trying to get the clip. I'm gonna play it one more time and then we're gonna move on to QueenStep filing that paperwork, baby. QueenStep says she ain't playing.
They taking me to jail. So Johnell's gonna go. He's gonna make sure that he get the kids from school. Well, he's gonna stay with them in my house. Johnell gonna call. He's gonna call you. Cause the kids at school, so I don't have nobody else to pick them up.
One more time.
They taking me to jail. So Johnell's gonna go. He's gonna make sure that he get the kids from school. Well, he's gonna stay with them in my house. Johnell gonna call. He's gonna call you. Cause the kids at school, so I don't have nobody else to pick them up.
That is crazy. Like, I hope she get it together. If not for herself, for her babies, because when bruh, just in life, period, you gotta think about your babies in any and every situation. You have to think about your babies because at the end of the day, your kids have to be put first, though they didn't ask to be here. And imagine knowing you don't have nobody to look out for your babies if something happens, and then you go show your complete ass at your baby daddy house. She probably thought that she could go over there and cut up and nothing was going to happen. Janelle wasn't going to do nothing, but she should have remembered when the cops got called on Christy. Okay. So clearly when Janelle ready to move on, you're going to feel it. You're going to feel it. Period. That's what it's giving, child. He going to make you feel it. So yeah, she set herself up with that one. Let me go down. Hold up, y'all. Because y'all putting a lot of comments in the chat. 2K says, question, what's next for Bree? She the been, you must have meant she been a wife, a girlfriend, 6 kids, and a bunch of baby daddies. Where do she go from here? I don't know. Hopefully she can get it right for her babies. At the end of the day, they deserve to have a mentally stable and healthy mother. She need to take a break from men. I wouldn't even want to date anybody at this point. Like, too much didn't happen on the internet. And one thing about the internet, it leaves a stain on your legacy. It leaves a stain on your name. And them kids gonna see it when they grow up. When they get older, they're gonna see all of this, y'all. They're gonna see all of this. And I feel bad just in that they gonna have to see all of this, everything that then took place on this internet, that then been brought to the internet. They're going to bear witness to all of it. So hopefully she can get it together. Hopefully she, got somebody around her that can guide her and tell her, hey, stop putting your business on the internet. We know that a lot of people then came out here and then said that they didn't try to tell her, but she don't listen. We didn't heard from several people that was connected that then said, hey, she do what she want to do. We tried to tell her, she don't listen, blase, blase. So I don't know. We'll see. I don't know, y'all. But this ain't a good look. Thank you, Terry, bro. I appreciate you. You said this is my opinion. I feel that Bree is dealing with a dark entity. I say that because I grew around someone just like her. She has moments of clarity. However, she has moments where she blacks out. Maybe so. Maybe so. I agree. I pray she get it together, Pop. Yeah. I am not a malicious person, y'all. This is not personal for me. It is strictly content. I do not hate that girl. Do I dislike the things that she's displayed on the internet? Who does it? Well, some do. Some condone it, but yeah, I don't like certain things like that because it paints it just gives black women a bad look and a bad name, period. They already have a bad stigma on us as it is. Like, don't add to it. But I pray for her baby's sake that she do get it together. Because yeah, they deserve to, have the best of this life. Period. All kids do. They don't ask to be here. Kids can't choose their parents. Hey, corporate thugging with Mika and this. Shout out to you, birthday twin. Thank you, Michelle. You say test 2K said his super chat's not showing. Really? Let me see. I don't see him on my end. It's probably, I know somebody else had an issue. That was Scorpio Stings had that issue the other day too, and she had to refund it and then she redid it and it showed up. So I don't know 2K, I don't know why it's doing that. But YouTube have an issue. It didn't even want to let me set a goal at first. I had to do it through my browser. So I'm not sure. But thank you, girl. Thank you, Calm. You say 2K, we still waiting on your super chat. I don't know what's going on with that, y'all. So, all right, let's get into do y'all need me to play the clip one more time before I start reading QueenStep paperwork? Let me know if y'all need me to run it one more time. Put a couple ones in the chat if y'all need me to run it one more time or y'all good on that. Let me know. Let your girl know. Nope, you're not in green, Gemini. What's going on? Why you ain't in green? Let me find out. All right, so y'all want to run it? Okay, we'll run it one more time, and then we're gonna get into the paperwork, baby. Let's see. Yep. Oh, I didn't even. You know what? I didn't even catch on to that. It did sound like her daddy was about to start fussing. It did sound like that. He was about to get it made you remember. Y'all remember whenever she was outside Johnell house trying to get that $10,000 ring back that she bought him, and she had called her daddy on the phone, and he was like, get from over there. Going on home. Going on home, meet them babies. I'ma get your stuff. I'ma tell him. He was fussing. He was just trying to tell her, you ain't got no business out there. When you got them babies, you need to get home to your kids. That's what he was telling her. So clearly we didn't heard her daddy get on her ass before. But at the end of the day, she's a grown woman. She's a grown woman. So, child. All right. One more time for the one time.
They taking me to jail. So Johnell's gonna go, he's gonna make sure that he get the kids to school. And he's gonna stay with them in my house. Johnell gonna call. He's gonna call you. So the kids at school, so I don't have nobody else to pick them up.
Well, now we know, y'all. Now we know for the ones who was trying to differentiate between those 911 calls and decipher who was at fault and who did what. Based on that clip right there alone, that clip tells me that she was in the wrong. And this is my thing, y'all. Now let's talk grown women. I know we got some men in here too, but we got majority women. Let's talk like grown women. That's not uncommon. You know how many people then pulled up on their ninja, on their baby daddy? That's not the issue. The issue is the deflection. The issue is the deception, the lies, the not taking accountability. That's the issue. She could just as much as she could have, and y'all know I'ma always keep it a stack. just as much as she could have came out here and not spoke on it and just continue her content and making her bread, she could have also came out here and did something different from what she normally does, which is play the victim. She could have came out here and say, yeah, I pulled up on him. Y'all know what time it is. I've been putting my business out here for a while now. Y'all know what we done been through. Y'all know some of the things that I feel like this man done did to me and blase. Yeah, I pulled up on him to get his mind right. And some people probably would have kudoed her because you got a lot of people that be on that type of time. You got a whole lot of people that be on that type of time. So she could have did either or, but coming out here, lying about it, pushing out false narratives, blaming the CCs, doxing the CCs, getting into it with the CCs, knowing we just doing our job, regardless if we've been covering the people in the saga, because she act like we just covering her. Girl, we've been covering you. We've been covering LaTruth. We've been covering Johnell. We've been covering every female LaTruth deals with. So it ain't just you. We've been covering Sierra. We've been covering Sierra baby daddies. I know I didn't cover all of those people, including some of Sierra baby daddy girlfriends. So you're not the only person in the saga that gets discussed, but you are the only person that puts out all of your business, or at least 75% of it. That's what makes the difference. So it's not a matter of we just talking about her every day. Because y'all know I don't even go live every day, child. Y'all be so mad at me putting out APBs and all that. But yeah, like if you putting out positivity, because she does state a lot that she put out positivity, and guess what? Ain't nobody finna cover that. You might get a couple people that do maybe a live here and there about your positivity, because nobody gonna want to see that. And she knows that. She ain't crazy. She knows drama sells, because it's the same person that was telling Sierra, go out there, talk about LaTruth and Rex, drag their ass, because that's what people want to see. So she knows exactly. And I just played a clip for y'all on the last live where she was on there, but somebody was in the comments saying, you always crying on live. And she was like, I get paid, or you know how much I get for crying on live. She was saying something along those lines, basically bragging about coming out here crying because she get a big check for it. So she's very much in the known of what sells and what to do when it comes to trying to make the bag on social media. But you also can't get mad when people chime in or they give their criticism. You're not a platform holder of a couple thousand people. You have millions of followers. That comes with it. And it's going to continue to come with it so long as you're on here in professional mode, putting your business out. That is just going to be your norm. Unless you switch it up and only share what you want to share, not too personal, because I do feel like some of these influencers, they don't know how to differentiate when they vlog. I mean, when they blogging, not blogging, when they vlogging. They don't know how to separate things that you shouldn't put out on the internet by the things that you should. Give people a little, but not too much. They don't know how to do that. And it's so unfortunate, because then you end up constantly in the blogs. Constantly in the blogs. All right, let me go up a little bit. Thank you, Bama Grandma. Thank you, Nunez. You say, love you, my sister, Lupac. She's definitely just trying to keep the check coming with the drama. She said it herself. So if we stop, so does her money. Thank you. I appreciate you, girl. Let me see. And thank you, Miss Angela B. Who else sent me one just now? Hey, Chatty. Hey, sister. Let me see. Oh, y'all chatting it up. Thank you, since you know so much. You say, hey, Lupac, I love you, girl. I love you more. You said it's sad to say, but I'm sure Walt is tired. Keep bringing the receipts. Okay, love you. Love you down. Thank you for that. He probably is tired because he ain't young. He's older. You know what I'm saying? Like, no man of his age want to have to keep dealing with. Now, if she was a child, that would be different. But when you stressing your parent out to the point where they gotta start getting your kids because you going to jail or whatever, that's that's a lot. That is a lot. That's stuff we do when we in our, teens and 20s or whatever. And like I said, y'all, you know, I feel like a lot of people didn't been in that situation. So it's not a matter. They getting it misconstrued as if people, casting judgment because they ain't never did it before. No. A child, if anything, I think more people than crashed out than people that didn't. Okay. Everybody ain't got caught for one. Everybody ain't always got caught, but you have to learn from it. You when you do stuff like that, you have to learn from it. And she would have had more people on her side had she would have just came out here and been transparent and took accountability and said, "Hey, yes, I did crash out. And yes, I was mad because this man been playing on my feelings for years now. So yeah, I had a weak moment as a woman, as a grown woman, as the mother of his kids. I had a weak moment and I did what I did and it was wrong, but I'm moving forward. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. But when you're too busy trying to paint yourself as a victim, when you have literally taken over this victim mentality, victim role on social media for so long, you are too scared for people to see you outside of that role and judge you differently to where you and then y'all know when you tell one lie, you gotta tell a bunch more to back it up. We all know that. You got to keep telling them. And that's the most unfortunate part about it because, bruh, the truth will always set you free. What is my child doing? Let me see. Hold up, y'all. Um, okay. I didn't even see that. Hold on. Thank you, Miss Red, for that cash out blessing. I appreciate you, my love. Let me see. Hold up. What is my child buying? That boy always spending some money. What is he paying for? I don't know, child. Them kids. Oh Lord. Baby, they spend money like they got a job. All right, let's see. Who did I miss? Somebody sent me a super. I don't want to miss y'all supers. Let's see. This one right here. Thank you, Miss Bernadette. You say, hey, Pac, why am I not showing up in green? I've been a member for a long time now. Y'all, whenever y'all don't show up in green, it's because y'all have to renew y'all membership. So if you don't have it on automatic renewal, it won't renew automatically. So you're gonna have to go to your YouTube stuff or go to join on my channel. And then whenever it's time to, go through the motions or the payment or whatever, you have to make sure you have it on automatic renewal or however that works. I'm not sure. But yeah, if you don't have it set like that, then it will take your membership or you're going to have to redo it every month. But thank you. I appreciate you. Hey, QueenStep. Okay, let's see, y'all. Let me get to the bottom. Um, Thank you, Myla. You say 2KX. What's next for Laonia? Where she will go now? Well, the baptism didn't work, so to hell, she has created her own right here on earth. Ooh, child, y'all tough. Y'all are tough in them comments, baby. Okay, y'all don't be playing. Let me see when he never left. He need to sit down. He make it worse. Him, baby daddy number one, be making it worse. Thank y'all. I see y'all saying the goal is met. I ain't had a met goal in a long time, y'all. I appreciate y'all down for that. Period. I know y'all love me. Thank y'all, my loves. I appreciate y'all. Okay. But listen, even though the goal met, y'all can still send me something if y'all want to. Because we got almost 700 people in here. Okay. Y'all know I set small goals. So if y'all still want to show your girl some love, you can. Period. I know some people still want to send. Even if the goal expires, you can still send super chats if you choose to. It was Walter sharing the mug shot for y'all. Why he did that? I don't know why he did. Oh, let me say this too. So whenever he shared that, I think Harmony has shared it on her page, if I'm not mistaken, and a few other people too. It was a good bit of people that shared it because they was confused because, in any state, well, at least far as I know, let's say you get a bond of $5,000, right? Bail bondsmen require you to pay 10% of that amount. You don't actually have to pay the 5,000 unless, if I'm not mistaken, you skip town, or I don't know how it goes, but in most instances, in most states, you have to pay 10% and they'll get you out of jail, right? So 10% of 3,000 is 300. So when Walter put it up, he put it up there as if the whole amount, the whole 3,000 is what was needed. And from my understanding, she was already out of jail. So when social media started sharing what he posted, and it literally went crazy. Like, everybody started sharing it and they had questions. They was like, why is he sharing it? Even asking for $300, that's not nothing. Like, they ain't got 300, that's what people were saying. Cause I got a lot of screenshots people sent me from that situation, right? So I was like, what the hell? But anyways, yeah, a lot of people were sharing it and they was confused as to why that was even posted when she was already out of jail and all that, child. But he ended up, so I guess I don't know why we're always seeked out. Why is always certain content creators that seeked out when it be a whole bunch of people talking and creating content on the people in this storyline? That's crazy to me. But it's a lot of creators that's covering this. There are some that covers it more than the ones who initially started it. That's the crazy part. But if it's on the internet, people have the right to cover what they want to cover. But Harmony had posted it, like I said, along with others, and one of Bree's brother messaged Harmony and asked her to take it. Not yeah, he asked her to take it down, and he told her that Walter's page was hacked, right? That his face. He said that his Facebook page was hacked. So Harm was like, well, okay. But my thing is, if you know anything about hackers, then I'm thinking that they was trying to hurry up and do damage control because so many people on social media was sharing it and it was going crazy, right? People was having questions. So my thing is, when you dealing with hackers, anybody that knows how hackers move, you know that if a hacker hacks your page, you 9 times out of 10, you ain't getting that page back. You might as well go on and create another one, right? So it was very odd and ironic that the very next day, or maybe a couple hours later, he shared another post that was involving Bree. And I was like, if his page was hacked, so you mean to tell me the hacker shared her GoFundMe or her Cash App? So the hack so the hacker, whoever the hacker was, just so happened to share his daughter's GoFundMe or Cash App for the bond amount. So you mean to tell me they got hackers out here that's trying? Yeah. Anyways, y'all picking up what I'm putting down, or do I have too much dip on my chip? But yeah, that's what the brother said. The brother said that his page was hacked, but not long later, he shared, was it the GoFundMe, Harmony, or what it was? I forgot, child. He shared something else about Bree. And yeah, I was like, well, damn, a hacker sharing everything about his daughter on his page? Oh, child, listen. That is crazy. Thank you to Jay. You say free Johnell. Wait, who said that in Portugal? Thank you, my love. We got 666. Ooh, y'all gotta change that number, child. We need not we need. I need y'all to hit that like button for your girl. Make sure them likes is liking and not lacking, baby. But yeah, y'all, that was funny to me. I was like, a hacker? You mean to tell me the hacker got his daughter information? Hacker over there sharing her GoFundMe. Listen. All right, my baby. Leave. Let me see. Lock the door. Hold up, y'all. My baby going Zydeco. He going Zydeco with his cousins and his friends. That's crazy how your kids follow in your footsteps like that. They be up in here practicing Zydeco routines and stuff. And me and my siblings and my cousins, we used to do that when we was younger, when we would go see Keith Frank and them. Oh, the good old days, child. Listen, that was fun times. All right, y'all. So let me pull up this paperwork real quick. I'm not going to put it on the screen because this is QueenStep's paperwork, and she did um go over it on her live that she did a little while ago. So I'm just going to kind of cover the basis of the paperwork. She did QueenStep. Shout out to QueenStep. I think she is in the chat, but she did indeed file um charges through the family violence unit in their county, okay? And like it's giving domino effect. And this, I have to say, this is another reason why she should have just, once she got out of jail, she should have just stopped, continue doing her content and act like nothing happened. Sometimes you have to learn to ignore, especially when things are out of your control. You can't control the internet. The internet is completely out of your control. And once she realized that, and not just her, anybody who thinks that they can put all their business on the internet and then try to make people not talk about it. Once you realize, how the internet moves, you will be better off. She'll be completely better off. But no, because she didn't like that QueenStep was doing content on her, along with us and a few others, she wanted to seek revenge. And let me say this too, because there's a lot of confused people running on this internet that thinks that what we do and then what she does is the same thing. We are content creators. We are bloggers. We are protected by free speech, and shout out to the higher ups because they have put in even more laws in place to where we have even more protection to do what we do, right? But people think that because we do consistent content on her, they try to misconstrue or confuse it with harassment, bullying, cyberbullying, and all of these things. Just because you do not like it nor agree to what we're saying or speculating about, it does not mean that it means what the labels that you put on it. No, that's not how that goes. You can do consistent content. You can talk about somebody for 10 years if you want to. As long as they putting out, and I mean voluntarily. That's the gag. As long as they're voluntarily putting their business on social media, you have a right to speak on it. Any judge will tell anybody, if you don't want it to be spoken about on social media or critiqued, you have a better chance at keeping it off of there. That's what any judge will say. So when she comes out here and she starts doxing content creators maliciously, because here's the thing, none of us have our government names on our social medias. So when I see people saying, "Oh, that's not doxing," da, 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 yes, it is. Look it up. We're not out here under our government names. We are out here under aliases for a reason. Do it mean we hiding? No. Everybody damn near on social media has an alias. And it's done like that, or a nickname, whatever you want to call it, alias or nickname. It's done like that for a reason. Most people use alias as something catchy, eye catching, so that they can draw people to their channel or what have you, right? But that's not the same thing. We not out here harassing her. We're not sending her any threats. We're not inciting our supporters to go do things to her or to try to cause her any harm. We're not putting out green light gas smokes. None of that. We just simply covering what she puts out. It's not our fault that people that support her don't like it or agree with what we say. But everybody on social media is not going to have the same opinion or critique or speculate or judge a situation the same. If it was to actually happen like that, child, the world would be so different. If everybody viewed every situation completely the same, it would be some weird times. And there will be no room for growth, no room for accountability. Consistent and constant mistakes will continuously be made. Everybody ain't gonna suck nobody ass on here. Everybody is not gonna enable on here either. So, and that's another thing too. Nobody is being forced. This is for the ones in the back that don't like me, but consistently beat my supporters to my channel. Nobody is forcing you to enjoy this good old content over here, baby, with this good old Louisiana accent. Nobody is forcing you to come over here before my supporters, get in the VIP section in the chat blindly because you ain't commenting and enjoy this good commentary every single time I go live. Y'all don't miss a beat. To say y'all don't care for me, baby, y'all here before the supporters. Okay, that is weird. That is weird behavior. But I get it. I get it. Y'all enjoy it. You know, it ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nobody on here enemies for real. Unless you did something to somebody on the internet maliciously or vindictively or on purpose. You know, you try to F with their bag or whatever, then that's different. But none of us know each other for real for y'all to be out here older than me hating me. Some of y'all my mama age and y'all got a hate so strong in y'all heart for me and y'all don't even know me in real life. That is weird. That is weird chat. Okay? Over some commentary. That's the crazy part. Over some commentary, baby. It ain't never that serious. Y'all be about to bless a blood vessel in the comments trying to go ham. That is so weird. Child, I'm talking about writing college essays about commentary. It ain't that serious. Anyways, but that's besides the point. But yeah, nobody is being forced to watch anything. If you don't agree with the commentary, go where you agree. Period. That's it. That's how you solve all your problems. I don't watch nothing I don't like at all. And then y'all could say, oh, well, you don't like Bree. Who said I didn't like Bree? I never got on here and said that. I said I don't like the things that she do. That's the difference. I don't agree with her behavior. I don't like the things that she do. Period. And I have the right to not agree with her behavior because she's a public figure. She's an influencer over a lot of young girls. And when you're an influencer, you have to be mindful because there's a lot of impressionable young women that are watching you and watching your every move, copying, idolizing. And that's not cool. It's not cool. You have to be mindful because I know I wouldn't want nobody that move the way she moved, influencing my daughter. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people would agree. You know, like her behavior is horrible on this internet. The things that she do. But because when you, I guess, surrounded by certain people that enable and don't call you out on your BS or whatever, she's gonna continuously think that it's okay. And it's not. It's not. But anyways, let me see. Hey, Miss Lasanda. You said, wait, let me go down. Exactly. That's the crazy part. Even her first baby daddy is under a whole alias on social media. So what's wrong with the bloggers having aliases? Like I don't know too many channels that don't have a alias or a nickname on their channel. It's not a fake page. They just not going by their government names. That's it. Um, okay. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. Come on, shoot. Why it's not opening up? Oh, there you go. Hold up, y'all. 1 second. What is that? Hmm. Oh. Oh my God. Hold up, y'all. 1 second. 1 second. All right. So now let's go over because, like I said, y'all want to go live again in a little bit. It's gonna be a late live too. So if you up with Pac, then we're gonna do our little 1-2 on a late live, a little nightcap on this good old Friday beat. If you ain't going out to the club or hookah or drinks or whatever, then you can join me back over here so we can talk a little chat. Okay? But let me finish this up so we can, get to the next one. All right. So like I said, QueenStep did stand on business today and she did file charges because let me see what she filed. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. I don't want to read all of it. I just want to go through some of it. Let's see. It was filed under family violence. And let me see. Petition for relief under the stalking statute. Okay. And for the ones that be saying, "Oh, you obsessed with her, you don't want to leave her alone." Da, 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 da. Y'all gotta realize it's a difference. It's a difference. We are not public figures. Our job, when you look under the job description of a blogger and a content creator, then you will get it. Okay. So it's a big difference in what Queen Step does and what Bree does. You can't just be out here inciting your followers to harass or be out here calling the board of health or nursing, the board of nursing to try to get her license taken because you don't like the criticism she's given on what you put out publicly. That's not how that works. So she going if she keep moving like that, she's gonna set herself up every single time. Cause it's nothing illegal about what Queen Steph is doing. But what Bree did is very illegal. You can't do that. And some of y'all weirdos that think that it's okay, y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see, child. What? Okay. Yep. Let me see. So, where's the? I'm trying to get to the information. The respondent is a resident of Georgia, and okay. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Cause it don't really have too much on it. Um, the respondents. Okay. Contacts the petitioner at or about a about a place or places other than the residence of the respondent, and then Queen Step put online cyber stalking, harassment, and inciting. Inciting is when you post things like green lights and then you put GLG and then you put a smoke signal, because all of the creators that been in the saga has proof that she will utilize or weaponize her platform to go after the people that she does not like speaking on her. There's proof of that. Okay? So yeah, that's what that is. So, let me see. The specific facts concerning the acts of stalking slash aggravated stalking are as follows. And it says Brianna was recently arrested in Newton County on 3/4/2026, got out and started to incite her followers to harass and bully me online using electronic devices. She doxed me by showing my address. She posted for others to what does that say? Oh, called the board of nursing. She has contacted me via phone with threats. Okay. And then okay, she checked off. Respondent has made threats of stalking. There is an established pattern of behavior by the respondent involving acts of stalking as set for above. The respondent has a pattern of continued wait, that one ain't checked off. Okay. Other, this has been an ongoing behavior. All right, so that's what that says, y'all. Let me see. Da-da-da. Okay, and that's pretty much it, right? That's the basis of it. Okay. Let me see. My phone keep going crazy and it's distracting me, y'all. Y'all distracting me. I'm gonna have to start putting my phone on. I don't be want to put it on D&D while I'm live though, because sometimes I be getting tea while I'm live. What y'all? Hated everybody that's coming in. The judge can order her to shut her platforms down. They sure can. They sure can. If it start getting to a point where it really gets out of hand, and you know what? That's the crazy part. I don't think that she even knows that. If enough people, I'm not even gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it because they're gonna be like, oh, they trying to da da da. No, no, she ain't. Pac ain't doing none of that. I'ma just say that it is very much possible. When you are using your platform or platforms to do illegal things such as weaponizing your platform or inciting, yeah, that's not good, baby. That's not good. If you can't handle the internet, then you either take a break from it or just don't post your personal business that's drama filled and toxicity, because that's what the internet is attracted to. And you know that. That's the crazy part. She knows that. She know that. She know what people want to see on here. That's why she put it out so much. Let me see. Let me pull up because I wanted to kind of because we ain't been. It seemed like we've been on here a while, but we really ain't been on here too long, y'all. Make sure y'all hitting that like button, and like I said, y'all can still support the goal if you choose to, or you can support Pac via Cash App or whatever, child. Let me try to go to Johnell page real quick before I shut this live down. Hold on, y'all. All right. Let's see. Oh, that's the wrong damn page. Okay, it's the one right here. The county she leaves. Wait, you said the county she lives in requires you to file a TPO only if it has been physical altercation, which is crazy. That is crazy. So you mean we gotta fight first? That don't you think we trying to avoid? Like, I ain't never heard of that before. It don't even work like that here. You file a TPO if somebody is literally harassing you, stalking you, what have you. They don't wait till it get physical. That is weird because what if somebody get hurt? So you gonna run the risk of somebody getting hurt before you allow them to get a TPO? That is so backwards. I ain't never heard of nothing like that before. Child, some of these state laws be weird. You said most file to stop an altercation, but I'll be going Monday to get that warrant arrest. Oh, child. Ooh, listen. I advise her like she need to heal. She need to take a break. I know the internet is her bag. I know that's how she make her money, to feed her children, but she need a break from the internet. And if you around that girl and you actually care about that girl, you should not be sending her anything. I tell my people all the time, if you care about me, don't send me nothing. Why would I want to see somebody dragging me to go mess up my date? Like, why would I want to see that? Because y'all know I ain't gonna respond. I don't care. These people don't know me for real. So if they really care about her, they wouldn't send her nothing. But I think she be looking too. Ain't no way in hell. She be going look for to see what we be saying on here too. Because it's not hard to avoid it. And I feel like it's even easier to avoid it when you do have a lot of followers. Because you got so much other stuff that you can look at. It's even easier. The celebrities do it all the time. You don't see Beyonce out here responding to little bloggers. Then small channels. I would have seen I could have seen if she would have responded to Tasha K. Because Tasha K actually her platform is more impactful. She got millions of followers. So millions of people are gonna see what Tasha K puts out. That's who I would have responded to. You like the game is cold, but it's fair. You gotta know how to pick your battles. But just coming after little creators that we ain't doing too much. We ain't moving and shaking too much. We just doing our little 1, 2, our little content. That's it. That's all, baby. But Tasha K is a big dog. That's who I would have responded to personally. Okay? I would have responded to her personally because you got it all wrong. I'd have been on like, I know you lying, girl. I know you did not. Okay? I know you did not. But anyways, yeah. I don't think she wanted them problems with that one. Let me go down. But yeah, if I was her people, like if y'all really care about that girl, because I could see y'all heard what Neo Taro said. Neo Taro said if she don't stop, if she don't slow down, she's gonna lose it all. She's gonna lose it all. And if I was her friend, I would have like sometimes you have to put if you got the type of friend that you can't tell them nothing, sometimes you have to sacrifice your friendship for a little while to call them out on their chat because 9 times out of 10, they gonna come back for you. And they gonna apologize when they realize you was right in that moment. Rather than just allowing them to crash out and burn because you too scared to call them out on their chat. No. She's gonna lose everything with this behavior. She will. If she don't stop while she's ahead. Because when you in those type of and even when you going through a breakup, granted, her and Janelle situation it was toxic, but it's still a breakup. She was with him for a couple years. She gave him 2 children. So all of that plus dealing with social media, then going to jail, you got people all across all platforms talking about everything publicly. That requires a mental break. A mental break. But if you're not willing to do that for yourself, then child, I don't know what to tell her. But yeah, I don't know what to tell her, child. But I know if that was my friend, I wouldn't be sending her nothing that people dragging on social media with like that. That's crazy. I definitely, child. Anyways, we didn't seen it and heard it all since we've been in this doggone saga. Thank you, Miss Bernadette, for getting that membership, my girl. Let me go down. You say nobody saving that food. Y'all get on my nerves. And I see I'll be on some motivational, inspirational, educational that and y'all so harsh in the comments, bro. But yep, Neo Tarot keep warning her. She keeps sending her warning. Stop. Stop. The ancestors is on your energy. They telling you to stop, baby. Before you lose it all. Before you crash out and burn, they warning you to slow down. But, sometimes people have to lose it all to get it back again. Sometimes they gotta lose it all to get their mind right. Sometimes they don't see the forest for the trees. I think that's how that go, child. I don't know. But anyways, what you say, QueenStep? I told RH I don't care who she is. She playing dumb games and I have her locked up. Yep. I mean, hey, at the end of the day, take your lick, baby. take your lick. You can't be doing stuff like that. She might not like Queen Step's criticism or, how she presents her commentary, but that's life. This is social media. If you don't like it, you don't have to see it. She literally does not have to see any. We ain't even moving that type of numbers. We're not moving those type of numbers over here that's really shaking the internet. That's the crazy part. We have very small channels. So it's no way our little content is bothering her that much. Unless she just could not fathom or stand people talking about her at all. But that's life. Like, that's how the internet goes when something is put out publicly. It's the game of content. But I just don't get it, y'all. The ones that's really moving ish, like Tasha K, she don't get no flack. So let me pull up Johnell page right quick, y'all, because like I said, I wanted to play that little snippet of that interview he did. Because yeah, he said some things in that interview. I don't know if y'all caught it, but he said some things, child. Let's go over that real quick. All right. Okay. Let me see where it's at. And you know what's crazy? Even in the midst of everything that's going on with them, because people on social media ain't just dragging Bree. They dragging Janelle too. But she's making these men look better. She's making them look better and better. I don't know if she's realizing that, y'all, but she's making them look better because while she's out here showing her whole ass crashing out, they just doing their thing. Literally, RH over there doing his content with his new woman, getting his baby girl for his visits. Janelle out here winning, getting all of these gigs. Like, I don't know if y'all noticed, but it seemed like ever since they broke up, he been getting gig after gig. That's the crazy part. Sometimes God will literally lock up all your blessings till you remove the cancer. Literally. Till you remove the person. Because some people are not meant to even be in the energy of your blessings. You can miss your blessings sometimes just by the people you surround yourself with. Because it ain't meant for them to even touch that. That's the crazy part. You ever wonder, and I'm pretty sure all of y'all can relate to this, because I don't know nobody that ain't never been in some bad relationship at one point in their life. You ever been in a bad situation, mainly in a relationship, and you was doing everything in your power because women love harder to hold on to that relationship, knowing it was no good for you, knowing it was hindering you, it was holding you down, blocking your blessings, and you praying to God constantly to give you a sign, asking him what to do, how to free yourself or whatever. What's right for you in that situation, what's wrong. Are you wrongfully holding on to that relationship? And then the minute you let that person go, your blessings start overflowing. Y'all ever been in that type of situation where you like, dang, all it took was for me to remove that dead weight and now I'm getting everything I asked God for? That is literally an example of his being. That's proof of his being right there. You start getting just an abundance of blessings after you remove that toxic energy out your life. Everything you prayed for. Because everybody is not meant to be in the energy of your blessings. They're not meant to be around you in your season. And God will lock your blessings away until you remove that toxic energy. And that's a fact. I've been there. That is a fact, y'all. So notice, like, this dude didn't got a breakout role where he was the lead character on End Zone with him and Drew Sidor. Now they done casted him for what's the name of that? Child, I don't be following him like that, but it's some role he posted the other day. He just got casted for. It got a weird name. He about to be in a Spoonful of Chocolate. I think he probably done did that one already. And all kind of other movies. Like he getting role after role now since they done broke up. That is crazy. That is crazy, y'all. So let's see. I think that's the interview. Let's play this one. Yeah, let's play this one right here.
Pro Bowl, and then you got to find. That's something.
All right.
That's something that I always question. Like, there's no outlet for athletes who have to transition from either playing pro ball, and then you got to find a whole new life, to not making that dream, and you got to figure out what else to do. I've always been thinking, because all my friends are pro ball players, and I see a lot of them. Like, okay, their career starts dwindling down, and then it's like, oh shit, like, what's next? I see their posts like, yo, I don't know what to do next. So that's something that I always wonder, like, damn, how can that void be filled? But I think it's something that you start. A lot of my friends also start something businesses wise while they're still playing, so that their transition's a little bit easier to when that ball stops bouncing.
Right. Talking about transition, like how close is it when real life in structure? Because like you said, you got 12-hour days on set. You the one bringing the energy. That seems like you bringing that point guard mentality to the set, right? So how close is it having being an athlete in structure? Because that's the main thing we miss coming out of sports to real life.
Very close. I mean, sports, I'm not gonna lie, if it wasn't for sports, I don't know. Well, I've always been a church kid, going to church, and I know the Bible and God and stuff like that. That's my foundation. But I also feel like you have to put your kids into some type of extracurricular activity, some type of structure. And my parents were very strict and stern on that. No, you're gonna be around the kids that's doing other stuff, and that whatever you learn in that is gonna roll over into life. So everything I learned in basketball, karate, what else I did? I got hit one time in football and said it's done.
He got up a basketball.
I got hit one time and came back. I want to play basketball. Where's the ball at? But I feel like everything that you do in those extracurricular activities, it rolls over into life. So everything I learned in basketball is helping me on set and in life, period. Like, I know how to work with people. I know how to get stuff going. I know how to be an extension of the coach. So I know how to be an extension of the director who's directing it. So it really works hand in hand. Yeah.
Talk to me about your co-host and working with Drew on this project.
Oh man, Drew is a dog. She's a sweetheart. She came in very cool, very like.
I wonder if this is the one I needed. I don't even think this is the right clip, y'all. Let me see. Hold on.
Cordial. My A game, because I know Brian White. I mean, yep, it can. That's all it can. It can.
I like that.
Hold on, y'all.
Leave us on the clip.
I didn't have that right there in the house. Bother them, or just to get on their nerves, or just to come support and help. And it was a beautiful thing, man. I still call them to this day. I speak to all them guys, and
okay, this the wrong one. Hold on, y'all. Damn, I thought that was the one I wanted to play. Yep, trailer for RZA's revenge thriller, One Spoon of Chocolate. That's the one he said. And then y'all, that's his first, because y'all know we would always clown Johnell about basically saying he ain't made it until he actually get on the big screen. So this movie right here, with that I guess was created by RZA, who is a part of the Wu-Tang, is gonna actually be in theaters. So this is his first theater release. That speaks volumes. That speaks big volumes. And the thing is, sometimes people just not meant to be together. Like, and a lot of times you will force the relationship or force it to work, and it's not meant to work. Every person has a person out here. Everybody, y'all. Everybody has a person. That's why if you in a situation, a relationship or whatever, even a marriage, because sometimes you can marry the wrong person, and it's like you fighting to make it work or make it fit. You have to really analyze it and sometimes realize that, hey, this might not be my person. This might not be who God has for me. because it happens. Sometimes you think it's right because a lot of times people put on masks and facades, and they woo you and sweep you off your feet. And in the beginning of a relationship, you see it's like they call it the honeymoon stage. Everything that's good about the person you're going to witness in that first stage of the relationship, until you start seeing them in different seasons. When they angry, when they happy, when they sad, when they mad, when they broke. Yeah. And that's when you start seeing true character. And in those seasons is when you'll find out if that person is really for you. Because if they can tolerate you and still respect you, even when they mad, guess what? That's your person. But once they get mad or they broke, because child, listen, when a mother is broke, everything changed. Some people don't even want to have sex when they broke, okay? If you get mad and you start calling her out her name or calling him out his name, nah. Because you're supposed to be able to still maintain a certain level of respect for your person or your partner, even if you're in your feelings, even if you upset, angry, whatever. Because you love them that much. Love is supposed to overweigh and overshadow any and all emotions. Period. If you don't love me enough to still respect me when I piss you off, you ain't for me. You ain't for me. Because anger is temporary. Unless you the type of person to live in it. And you definitely ain't for me. Go get some therapy. Okay? All right, let's go. I need to find that clip though. This probably it right here.
Like a Staten Island kid.
How long this one
His
is?
dream, like you see what I'm saying? Yeah. So it was dope, man. It's dope experience.
I think this the one, y'all.
Man, I know you kind of get that family camaraderie atmosphere. And speaking of family, your family just grew, man. Talk to me about fatherhood, my brother.
Oh man, fatherhood is the greatest thing that has happened to my life, bro. I'm not gonna get emotional, but
he looked like he was finna cry. He was finna Janelle was about to start crying in that moment, child. Y'all, and to be honest, I really believe that he loved them kids. Y'all know I always said Johnell is a bachelor at heart. I always said him and Bree was never meant to be in a relationship, that it was supposed to be a sneaky link type of situation. It was supposed to be a keep it in secrecy. Don't bring them to the internet. Keep it hidden. That's what was supposed to come from that. These two were never each other's person. They was not supposed to be together. They wasn't even supposed to have kids, but things happen, right? And you have to move forward. You have to co-parent. You got to keep it pushing, right? But it was never supposed to go this far. And it did. It did. But I really do think those babies is changing him. I think them kids changing him, because a lot of times it takes for a person to have kids for them to change, or a woman, like the saying goes, no woman can change a man, but a man can change for the woman that he truly wants, right? So, but I do believe that a lot of men do change when they start having kids, especially daughters. That's when they start realizing that, hey, the same thing I'm out here doing to women, a ninja could start doing it to my daughter, and they ain't gonna like it then. They ain't gonna like it, because sometimes that karma hits your kids. It happens a lot. Or your daughter ends up with a man just like you. And would you be proud of that? A lot of men have to ask themselves that question. If your daughter end up with a man just like you, would you be proud of that? Would you be okay with that? And that's when you're supposed to change some things up. And vice versa with a son and his mama. If your son end up with a woman like you, would you be proud of that? Same thing goes. That's when the maturity needs to set in, and you start to have to rearrange things in your life and how you move and how you respect or disrespect people.
But go ahead, bro. You do it all the time. I talk about my kids.
It's really like, oh man, it's just like a great thing. My kids are one. My twins are one. So it's like, it's my life, it's my heart, bro.
Yeah.
I just love it. Like more than any role I ever got, this is the role I want to fulfill and do my best in, and I'm gonna continue to fight for my kids and fight for them to have the best future. Fight for them to just do better than what I did, doing better than what I'm doing. That's what my mom and dad did. They like set me up to do better than them. So it's like a lot on my show. Now I got two. I got a boy and a girl. I got to show both of them like, look, this is what it's about. This is how you treat a woman. This is how you treat a man. Even though I'm still learning, you see what I'm saying? That's all it's about, pushing the culture forward, bro. And it's, oh my God, it's great. Like they look at me, they with beady eyes. Like, I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Like you're human,
and they know you're who you are.
Y'all human, bro. Like they start off like as little aliens. I'm like, yo, this is.
Now, QueenStep got on him about that. That wasn't a good comparison. Okay. To say they start off like little aliens, I don't think I would have used that term because, you know, when people think about aliens, you know what they think about. He could have said like little baby watermelons or little baby apples or baby pears. Yeah, he could have found a better word. Let's just say that. But maybe because he was in that moment, that's the first thing that came to his mind. I don't know, child, but yeah. All right, let's keep going a little bit more. Oh, wrong. Yeah, I went to the wrong one. All right, we're gonna play a little bit more, y'all.
Crazy, bro. Thank you, God. Thank you, man. Yeah, man.
That's super dope, man. I love to see it. I love these narratives. I love what you put on social media about that. I really do, and I can appreciate that because sometimes.
And let me say this too, because I see DS Island say, Johnell, you lying. Which we ain't gonna know if he lying unless he don't change. Now, this is the time for you to really make some changes in your life. Them babies is 1 year old. So if you mean what you said, I hope he ain't capping in this interview. I would hope that he was being honest in that moment and not just saying that just to say it. This is the time right here while those babies are young for you to start molding yourself into something that they can respect once they get older. You can't show your daughter or your son how to treat their partner if you don't know how to treat yours. That's where you have to really, really sit back and reevaluate your life and how you moving. You can't be a male Jezebel out here in these streets and then thinking that you can teach your kids, because the greatest example comes through action. Love is an action word. That's how you show them how they supposed to be treated and how they supposed to treat others. Because guess what? You can't just show them one side of the board. You can't just show them how they supposed to be treated and then they start treating others like shat. It's reciprocal. You get what you give. So in order for you to really, really be that example and create a good legacy for your babies, you have to start changing you. And thus far, you don't have a very good image out here, but it's never too late to change. Remember, Bree said the first baby daddy changed for the better, right? And it can't just be because they made amends. Oh, you know, I'm going to look at the first baby daddy differently because he apologized to me. No, it's about these men getting it right with themselves so that they can be better for everyone around them, not just one person. You get it right and make it right with yourself mentally and physically, emotionally, all of that. Go to therapy, everything, so that you can start moving differently and be a healthy version of yourself for all of the people you care about, not just one person. She's not the only person that matters in this man's world. So it don't matter if she feels like he's not a changed person, right? Once he start doing the work, and I mean really, really doing the work and getting active, showing that he's changing, going to therapy and all of that, that's all that matters. That's all that matters, because if they could say Sleepy changed after she came out here and said that he sick pit bulls on her and the kids, he pulled the pew pew out on her, pushed her against the wall when she was pregnant and she started bleeding, and all of these things, he didn't file harassment and sending threats through electronic device charges on her back in 2015. They had it. Listen, it was bad. That probably was her worst relationship. And now they quote unquote the best of friends publicly. Okay. Emphasis on the publicly. Okay. But now they the best of friends publicly. So if you can get it right with him, then it shouldn't be a problem with the other two baby daddies. It shouldn't be an issue. Shouldn't be an issue because the change really matters um when they look in the mirror. You're not supposed to change for nobody else. You're supposed to do it for yourself so that it sticks. So that it sticks. So yeah, it comes with action. If he really want, people to take him serious and see a different version of him outside of how he was portrayed and how he portrayed himself in the midst of the saga, then he got to start doing things a little differently. And that's when people going to be like, okay, I see what you're doing, partner. I see how you moving and shaking. We'll see, y'all. We'll see what happens.
Us people, the men of color especially, get a bad rap about how involved we are with our children and the care, and you can see the compassion coming from you, brother, when you're talking about it. So I appreciate that.
Yes, man. Yes, it's very, very, very serious, especially giving my parents their first grands. It's like, oh man, I love just watching their reaction and seeing like my other family. I can't wait till my other family meet them. They still haven't met them yet, but
I seen somebody in his comments misconstrue what he said and thought he said that his mom and daddy never met the twins when we didn't seen him post videos. He said he loves to see the reaction, of his parents with the kids, but he said he can't wait till his other family meets them. Not his parents. They already met him. His other family. That's what he was saying.
the time is going to come. It's exciting.
You know what's funny? I've watched a couple of videos about grandparents and how they're different parents to the grandkids.
Yeah.
They let them get away with everything.
Bruh. And my mom and dad be on it. All the way on the other side of the way, all the way in New York. They be on it though. Like, get a fork. Put the spoon like this. Why he ain't get it? Like, oh my, chill, bro. Yo, dad, y'all good? All right, bet. Yeah, but it's a great thing, man. It's a great thing.
That's really dope. Really dope, man. And then last question, because you know what month this is, Women's History Month.
This way it get good, y'all.
Women's History Month. Oh man, I don't want to be.
Now I ain't gonna lie. Right here is where I felt like he was kind of throwing some subs, okay? I felt like he was, being a little subliminal right here, y'all. And I'm gonna stop it and show y'all when he said, okay? I was like, okay, he's throwing a little SHOT right here. Hold on.
Bias about the black woman.
You can.
But okay, since you said it.
The black woman.
But I think the black woman is the most beautiful, strongest, ribbed, loyal, caring. What else? She's just very powerful. You know what I'm saying? And if you find a good one.
Ooh, stop right there. Now, imagine you on a interview and you describing the black woman during Women's Month, because March is Women's Month, National Women's Month, right? And you describing us as powerful, loyal, beautiful, caring, rib. What else did he say, y'all? Compassionate. I don't know if he said that, but I could say a few things about us too. Okay, smart, mature, all of the things, right? But and then you further start saying, if he put a stipulation on those character traits, he said, if you find a good one. That right there was a sub to me. It was a shot. It was a shot because think about it. You going through a situation with the person, the mother of your kids, who you just got out of a relationship with, and you start saying all of these good things about the black woman, right? We know she's black. And then you end it with, if you find a good one. So that spoke volumes to me. And that right there told me that he ain't found his person yet. He ain't found his person yet. And he's still looking for it. and he's not swaying away from the black woman. Because a lot of times men will literally go to another race because they have been scarred by their race, the black woman. They start dating outside of their race, like other races ain't toxic too. That's the crazy part, but yeah, that's a whole nother story. But yeah, that's how it happens a lot. That's why you got so many athletes that date other races. It's a lot of them. All right, let's keep going. But that was definitely a sub. Let me go back just a little bit.
She's just very powerful, you know what I'm saying? And if you find a good one, oh man, it could take you places, take you very far. Like
The
I watched my
backbone.
mom and what she had to go through. Like you don't know half of my mom's story.
And that right there, once he started saying he watched his mom, that instantly told me that he was describing his mom in that moment. Because guess what? The mom is just like the father is the girl's first love, vice versa. The mother is the son's first love. So as he was describing and giving all of those characteristic traits, he was describing his mom and what she went through while he was growing up. He wants a woman like his mama. And I ain't saying that in no weird way, you know. I'm saying it like as far as her strength, her beauty, her capabilities, her intelligence, how she move, how she's loyal. That's what he wants.
So I'm like, damn. And she have made it all the way here. But black women are everything, man. Women are everything. That's like you have to be careful how you treat women. And I feel like
Oh my God.
sanction for God. Like, you know what I'm saying? You have to, like, and I wish we don't really get a manual growing up on how to deal with women. Where I'm from, New York, nigga, this is how we get it. Yo, look, did you get some money today? Right. There's always
Now, with him saying that, I feel like that was his weird way of taking accountability because we all know Janelle doesn't have the best track record when it comes to women, which is what kind of made this interview a little cringe. Now, what I would have liked to see in this interview is him say, after he described the black woman, right? I would have liked to hear him say the truth. Be transparent. Like, I haven't been, you know, even though I described the black woman as all of those things, I don't have the best track record when it comes to women. Like, you know, I made a lot of mistakes. I've done a lot of things, but I am trying to get help. I am in therapy. I am, you know, moving forward and trying to mature and grow to be a good example for my daughter. I would have liked to see him say that because then it doesn't seem so actorish, like fake, because you can take accountability in that moment. Hey, I'm not perfect, but I still value the black woman, right? That's what I would have liked to see him say in this moment because it's nothing better than accountability. Accountability. Everybody can take accountability for something. Ain't none of us perfect. We all human. We all human. But you get people relate to you more when you take accountability, when you're transparent, when you nobody wants to see somebody as non-humble or move like they just perfect. Because that's not realistic. That's not realistic at all. That's why you can get more people in relation to you and supporting you when you're transparent and you can say, hey, I did this when I was growing up, or I did that, or I didn't crash out before, I didn't did that, or you know, people like to be around people that they can relate to. And I feel like that interview would have been the perfect transparent moment for him to own up to some of the mistakes that he has made. You know, even when he didn't even have to go into too much detail. He could have just, you know, found a better way to take accountability in that moment, even not to just one specific person, but to whomever, you know. All right, let's go.
That's always the opening to a woman. Yo, did you get something today? Right. Me and my best friend Joey Badass.
I agree. I'm not leaking
none. But we got a song coming out that's going to shift the frequency of the earth, and then we talking about how to treat women and the culture of how you grow up, introduce women. Yo, did you get some answer? Right. That's not how I don't. Me as I got older now and seeing how it works,
starting to shift that narrative.
You got to shift that narrative.
With young men I talk to about women, we start to shift the narrative because you do better, you do better.
You do better, you do better.
So we starting to change how we approach even the energy.
That is a fact. That's a fact. Too real. That is a fact. He's saying what, and that's why I said I wish he would have been more transparent in the interview so it didn't give so accurate. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm only saying what I think people want to hear. No, like, be accountable. You know, even if it's broad accountability, meaning you just accountable, period, or you're open to accountability and more transparent. That way, real people can relate to you and not these fake facade type people, right? That would have been perfect because it would have showed that, you know, even though I'm a player, I still value the Black woman. I make mistakes and I'm going, because he's still young. Janelle is still in his 30s. So, you know, I just feel like if he would have did that. So moving forward, Janelle, when you do another interview, be more accountable, be more transparent. That way people can relate, because people don't want to see perfection. That's not realistic. People don't want to just hear things that you think they want to hear. That's not realistic either. All right, let's go. And that's when true change comes too, y'all. That's what people don't realize. True change comes when you can recognize your flaws, not when you can point out or try to hold other people accountable. When you recognize your flaws and things that you need to work on, that's when true change comes.
Towards women, and I think it actually helps you grow a little bit faster.
Right? And it helped me. It helped me a lot. I think it really hit me when I had a daughter. When I'm looking at my daughter, I'm like, this is why no rappers is speaking on this. Why are we always speaking on who gets the ass first or who? No, hell no.
Right.
Women are more. Black women are way more valuable than just who's getting the ass first. And I look back at when I was young and I'm like, oh my God, if I would have knew this, like, I feel like such an asshole, bro. Right. Like, just want to get some ass. No, they're way more valuable, man. You get a good one that's standing by you and supporting you, especially in a field like mine.
You out of here.
Stress, you out of here. You're gone. Right. Keep her. Don't play none of that other stuff. Just keep.
Listen, that right there was definitely a sub, okay? Because he said when you get a good one out here, who's loyal, who's this, who's that, especially in a field like mine, he said, keep her. But if she's stressing you out and this and that, you're gone. Get rid of her. If that wasn't a subliminal, I don't know what is. Okay? So yeah, that was definitely a poke right there. That was definitely a poke child. But this was not long after that whole arrest situation had happened. But that was crazy. I'm like y'all, like, you know, we see so much of celebrities saying, not even just celebrities, child, the politicians too. We see so much of people telling us what they think we want to hear and not being realistic. No, you're going to get some people that's going to follow you because you telling them everything they want to hear, but then you're going to get the real dog, the real big dogs, the real analyzers, the real smart, common sense, street sense having mofos that's going to call you out on it. That's gonna say, hey, ain't nobody perfect. What you feeling like? Don't play on my top like that. Okay? You say Bree live right now on Snap in the club twerking half naked. That girl ain't gonna learn, boy. She don't know what's going to happen to her when she go back to court. She needs to be with her kid. Listen, let her do what she gonna do. That's her life. Remember, she don't take advice. Clearly, they always say, oh, y'all need to be holding her up and you know, giving her advice. And what y'all think we've been doing? Just because she don't like to hear it doesn't mean that it's not good advice or constructive advice. She's the type of person that you cannot tell nothing to. You can't tell her nothing. Think about, and let's take us out the equation, right? How many people that have been connected to her, literally connected to her, that was in her circle, that was cut off because she didn't agree with certain things that they would tell her. She didn't agree with it. I literally just played a clip for y'all when I went live the last time where Ayana did her live, and Ayana was saying that she was trying to give Brie advice, saying, you know, hey, if you keep moving like this, something gonna happen. You one day you got Johnell coming in, and he coming in, and then while he coming in, the other one is leaving out. Like, if you connected to her and you get cut off because she don't like the things you say, or try to hold her accountable, then that's the type of people that you can't tell nothing to. They just have to learn the hard way. And I'll never forget, she did a live one day on TikTok back in 2024, early 2024. She was pregnant with the twins, matter of fact. And people was getting on her ass in the comments, and they were saying she need to slow down. You need to slow down, like you're moving too fast, you're doing too much. Stop putting your business on the internet. And that was back in 2024. And she started giving whole speeches about calling the supporters old, saying y'all old and y'all immature and y'all just be judging me and downing me instead of y'all hold y'all hand out to lift me up and did it. Y'all know how many receipts people that sent me of her supporters in her comments, giving her very, very good constructive criticism with no disrespect at all, that she didn't cussed out or blocked or just told off. I have so many receipts like that, it don't make no sense. It makes no sense. Like elderly, because majority of her audience on Facebook is elderly women. The geography over there is majority elderly women, y'all. That's the crazy part. So when I see receipts where they saying, Bree, you need to slow down. I love you, but you need to slow down. You need to take some time and heal, focus on you and your kids. And then she'll pop off and say, you need to mind your business, or I am healed, or whatever. She'll say stuff like that. That's the type of person that you can't help. You can't help. So when she get on here saying, y'all need to be lifting me up because y'all older than me and da-da-da, I done seen people try to do that, and they still got their ass cussed out as her supporters. So no, some people have to learn the hard way, and she's one of those people. You think she should be now? There's nothing wrong with her getting out the house and enjoying herself, getting away from the internet. But if you shaking your ass or you have naked in the club, anyways, we'll see how that play out. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. They're her supporters. Why don't they give her good advice? They want y'all to, because they're scared they'll get blocked. Now listen, that could be true, Tanya, but like I said, it has been, okay, that interview is over. Let me cut it off. It has been instances where people that have supported her have told her things that, they feel like she should do or whatever, but all of those people are no longer connected to her. All of those people are no longer connected to her. You got Ayana. We all know Ayana was a good friend to her. You got Miss Denise. You got well, I don't know about Naya, because Naya would condone the foolishness. Naya would lie for her. So I don't feel like no, I don't know, child. That one came, and when you telling major lies like that for a person involving another person's reputation and livelihood, yeah, that's crazy to me. But she done had some good people around her that she shattered on. Literally. Okay, so yeah. Some people you just cannot tell things to. Some people just have to take their lick and learn the hard way. That's just life. And I remember her saying that too. She was like, I don't need y'all advice. I'm young. I got to learn from my own mistakes. I'm going to make mistakes, and I got to learn from it. Just like y'all went through y'all whatever, I'm going to have to go through my whatever. Child, you know how many people wish they can get them gems and that wisdom from the elderly, from the wise, from the ancestors, not ancestors, but from their aunties and the older people in their family, to help them avoid having to go through the heartache and the pain that they went through. Y'all, I don't even know how me and her is even in the same generation, child, because I value that. When my people used to get like my grandfather and his siblings, God rest their soul, because they all gone. It was 13 of them, and all of them gone to this day. When they used to get together and they play cards, they play bouret, they play spades, and they would cook. We used to have to hide. At that time, you couldn't be in the room with the adults. See, that generation wasn't playing. And my grandfather, he was German and Native American, and he would speak French and Creole, and his siblings also. So we would be hiding under the table while they playing bouret and spades, and they would be speaking in French and Creole and stuff, and we would just be soaking it up, just soaking up all that wisdom and stuff, because they would be talking some real shit. Those moments you value. When you got somebody around you that's older than you, that done been through some things, you set your ass down and listen. Even if you don't like it, because guess what? It might be saving you a world of heartache and pain. Value them gems. Because once that generation is gone, they gone. And guess what? The generations moving forward, this one and the ones that's to come, is a hot ass mess. They might as well give it to AI. Okay? And it'll never be the same. It will never be the same. Period. Like, the world is changing. People better realize it. And it's not changing for the better either. It's getting worse. It's getting worse. I remember growing up, me and my cousins, we used to, when trick-or-treating came around for Halloween, we used to all, like, our parents would give us our little bags. They would like create our costumes. We wouldn't get the store-bought costumes, child. My mama used to make us ghosts and witches and stuff with her makeup, and that was good enough for us. We didn't care about no store-bought costume like them kids do now. We was just happy to get that experience. It wasn't about $1 when we was growing up, because when we was growing up, we valued things more than the kids that are entitled today. Okay? We would all go out for trick-or-treating in the area, in the neighborhood, and all our parents would say is, y'all stay together. Don't separate. Just how y'all leave, y'all better come back the same way. Now, baby, you can't even let your kids walk outside by themselves without a creep or a perv lurking the corner. You can't even, child, them kids can't even go, y'all. We used to trick or treat all night long. Now they got an hour and a half. Cause it's so dangerous now. They got an hour and a half. You got weirdos putting stick pins or pieces of razor in chocolate candy. Who the hell do stuff like that? That's how bad it is for this generation and in the ones moving forward. Your parents didn't have to check your candy back in the day when I was growing up. They didn't have to check our candy once we came back from trick or treat, because you ain't had nobody on that weird chat. Most of the neighbors was cool. They would come play cards together. They knew each other. They would have cookouts. They look out for you. The neighbor used to whip your child ass if they get out of line or correct your child. Nowadays, you better not put your hand on my child. I'm going to jail. Child, you got the parents cussing out the teachers. The teachers and the principal used to discipline your child where you sign that letter, that disciplinarian letter, giving them permission to tie out that hand or that ass with that ruler. Nowadays, oh, you touch my child, I'm finna be on the news. Listen, y'all know the vibes. Y'all know the vibes. We grown in here. And that's the crazy part, because guess what? That created our generation. It's no hope for the generations now. Unless some changes start happening, baby, it's no hope, unfortunately. Unfortunately, these teachers don't even want to work no more. It's so bad. The kids so disrespectful. We used to be scared to disrespect an adult because that adult could whip your ass. And then after they whip your ass, your parent gonna whip your ass too when you get back home. That, like, I just don't get it, y'all. how it didn't change so much to where the jails are overpopulated with juveniles, full of juvies. They got more, damn near more juvies in jail than adults. That is crazy to me. The elderly is scared of these children. The children is disrespecting the elderly, cussing the elderly out. Like, you got people, kids and women used to be off limits. Nowadays, the news channels is flooded with unalivings of mothers and kids. That is crazy to me because that's not what I grew up seeing. Certain things used to be off limits. Now they don't have no respect. They don't care about nothing. None of that. None of that. Like, you go to the grocery store, you literally have to hold your child tight because you got mofos sneaking around with the white van watching, ready to snatch your child. No cap, y'all. Like, I didn't see so many shares on Facebook from my area where they like, oh, high alert, be on the lookout for this van with this license plate number and or a unmarked van with no license plate, snatching people cheering at Walmart. Is you cool? Bro, I'll be waiting me. I'll be waiting for somebody to try me when I'm with Ham. Listen, I'm not that one, y'all. I'm not that one at all. Baby, please try me while I'm with my daughter. Please, I beg you to try me. Try to snatch that one. Ooh, give me a reason. Give me a reason. Because I need a little practice. I ain't had a little practice in a little hot minute. Try to snatch that one while I'm at Walmart with my child. I do not play that. I don't even like to be on the phone. I pay attention so good. I don't even answer my phone when I go to the store with Ham. I do not. Because they be snatching kids, y'all. They weird. They be doing the weirdest things out here. I'm like, Lord, just please protect our babies. Please protect the ones that's trying to get it right. It's a lot of lost souls and lost causes out here that you can't, that's too far gone that you can't do nothing about. But the ones that's actually trying, the parents that's actually busting their ass, getting up every morning to work to make sure their kids have a better life, protect them. Protect them. Protect the kids that's trying to go to, make it to college, that ain't following the wrong crowd. Protect them. Cover the ones that do get caught up in the wrong crowd, but still have room to change. Cover them too. It's just sad, y'all. It's sad. This world is nowadays, ooh, child, I feel bad. I feel bad for the generation that's to come. Because, yep, in Jesus' name, amen. I be praying, y'all. I pray a lot. I'm very spiritual. I will literally break out in prayer. I could be cooking, I could be cleaning, and I just, break out in prayer. Like, I just be getting feelings over me where I want to pray, or somebody comes to my mind, and I feel like everything happens for a reason. That's how I live in real life. Somebody could literally come to my mind, and I feel like that's God telling me to cover that person, pray for that person. Because why did that person just randomly pop up in my thought process? You know what I'm saying? Or check on that person, see what they doing. Sister teachers say, in my generation, our parents checked our candy, and I'm way older than you. We could never eat the fruit. The fruit we got in our bag. History exactly. Yep. Now they would, like, if it was stuff like, that looked like it could have been open, then they would check that. They would check that. But like, just all like different things, no. But if it was something that looked like it could have been tampered with, I remember my mama just throwing certain things away. Like, she'll glance over it or whatever. And if it was something like it could have been pre-made or whatever, or like you say, fruit, she'll throw it away. But if it was something that was packaged well, yeah, she didn't have to check it. And we lived in a good area too. So, we didn't have them type of problems. But nowadays, because I remember Halloween that just passed, I remember on the local news, y'all, somebody had sent in a picture because a lady had brought her child trick-or-treating. She had a little girl, and somebody put a broken razor blade in the little girl candy. And the crazy part is it was literally sticking out because they posted the picture on the news. I'm gonna see if I can find it. If I can remember, I'm gonna try to find it and post it on my community wall. Yep. The broken razor blade was sticking clean out. It was maybe a Tootsie Roll, if I can remember. I'm gonna try to go back and find it. Yep. And then that's sad. Why would you want to hurt a kid? Like, why would you? Who minds go to stuff like that? Why would you want to put something like that in a candy for a child to swallow? You know you gotta be sick doing stuff like that. Child. I don't even like thinking about that. But anyways, y'all. You say if you have time, Lupac, play the video of him as a baby on that table. Give us a laugh. Okay. Well, I ain't gonna play it right now. I post it for my members. I try to keep my babies away from social media, y'all, for the most part, because you got some real evil people out here. Y'all know how they be doing. Some of these trolls do not care. They talk about kids. They talk about deceased loved ones. I don't move like that, and I try my best to keep my babies away from this. But if you a member, I'll post it for my members. I post it. But I'm finna get up off of here, y'all, because I want to go live again. What time it is? It's 9:34. So I'll probably do 10:30 maybe. If y'all still up, y'all meet me back here at 10:30 and we're gonna talk about it's not gonna be a long live either. That one probably maybe be an hour. And if I don't come back, then I'll do it in the morning. But more than likely, I will come back because I ain't doing nothing. I ain't got tired yet. But I do want to do that live, child. But I see y'all. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for joining me. Thank y'all for the blessings on this live stream. I am greatly, greatly appreciative. I swear. I love y'all down. If I don't see y'all in a little bit, I'll definitely see y'all in the morning because I got a lot of content to catch up on. I need to start posting content on my other page that I created, child, but I still ain't had time. I'm gonna try to get to it though. But yep. But thank y'all so much for the support. It is greatly appreciated. If you have not hit that like button, please hit it on your way out. And like I said, if I don't see y'all in a little bit, I'll see y'all in the morning. Love you guys.
Y'all know what time it is. The truth teller in the spot. Always bring the facts. Yeah, she make the fake stop. Stop clearing out the noise. Never let the lie rock. Nope. Say it with me loud. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Yeah. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Park, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Park, baby. Receipts on deck, she gon' air that out. Lil Park, wipe them down. If it's cap in the chat, she gon' call that out. Lil Park, wipe them down. Came with the proof, better watch it now. Lil Park, wipe them down. If it ain't fast, don't come around. Lil Park, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Lil Park, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Park, baby. She a Louisiana, my truth on black. Lil Park, wipe them down. Receipt so strong, but the lies won't let. Lil Park, wipe them down. When she step in the spot, all eyes on her. Lil Park, wipe them down. Expose real quick, make the face to turn. Lil Park, baby. Who got the truth? Lil Park. Who bring the proof? Lil Park. Hands to the left, hands to the right, wipe them down. Club lit up all night, wipe them down. Who got me? She OB. Lil Park, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Lil Park, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Park, baby. Truth don't mean you gon' stand on that. Lil Park, wipe them down. Blocking the trolls, never looking back. Lil Park, wipe them down. Whole crowd move when the name get loud. Lil Park, wipe them down. She the voice of the people and she shut them down. Lil Park, baby. Truth too strong, wipe them down. Pop, pop. Crowds sing along, wipe them down. Pop, pop. From the booth, she a beast, wipe them down. Pop, pop. It's Lil Park, baby. Shut it down.